Welcome to art school.
Hello everybody, welcome to the final tutorial, bite-sized tutorial for this series. I must say I hope you enjoyed it so far, and it's been a pleasure doing these bite-sized kind of videos. There'll be more like this coming in the future, so please stay tuned and check in. In this final tutorial, I like to walk you through how to bring in your textures into Substance into Maya. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the link of this. That's where we saved our texture if you're watching the last video. And we're going to go here and open up the Hypershape. Okay, now I must add a couple of things here. So I want to tell you that there's a plugin or there's like a pathway how to just bring in your Substance Painter textures, and it hooks them up with shaders, plug them into the right channel automatically for you. Please look that up. I want to show you a little bit of old school way just to kind of show, especially beginners, where to plug what map in. Okay, so please bear with me. Okay, cool. So this is our two shaders that we, one for the metal, one for the wood. I'm going to select the metal and I'm going to graph it by selecting this. I'm also going to name this metal. Okay, cool. So click on the shader. Where it said base color here, click on the check pattern beside of it. Click on file. Click on here, and I'm going to paste the folder that we created. And I'm going to go for coffee grinder metal base color. Okay, cool. Bring that in. One down, a few more to go. Now, this is a metal, so the metal channel here, I'm going to click on the checker pattern, click file, folder, paste the link, and I'm going to go for metal matte metalness. This is what the metalness map looks like. Okay. Now we want to go and we want to switch out this for this black and white map to raw, utility raw. Make sure alpha is luminance is checked on. Very important. And you only do this for the black and white maps. Okay. Cool. Great. The next move I'm going to do, I'm going to click on specular roughness here. Click on the checker pattern. Click file, folder, open, paste the link that we copied. Here's what the roughness map looks like. See that black and white there? So because it's a black and white map, you guessed it, we're going to change the color space to utility raw. Check on alpha's luminance. And there you go. Cool. All right. We need another map in here. I'm going to scroll down to geometry. And this is where we plug in the bump map. So click on a bump or height or normal map. So click on the checker pattern here. Click file. Click on bump value. Actually, I'm going to click on this here. Click here. Change this to tangent space normal because we're going to plug in a normal map. Click on this arrow. Folder. Paste the link again. And then we have metal matte normal. This is what it looks like here. Okay. Press open. And this is very important to change the color space to raw. All right. And yeah, there we go. This also has like a the depth of the bump, the normal map. So we can play around this later on once we start adding lights. Okay, cool, great. We're doing good so far. So this is done. Look, click here and I'm going to create another tab. Call this wood. I'm going to click on this here and I'm going to graph it here. Select here, scroll up, color, check a pattern, file, paste the link, and I'm going to grab coffee grinder. Okay, hold on. Okay. Coffee grinder, wood, base color, this one. Okay, and I'm going to press open. Now, I want to show you something. You notice, I'm going to turn off the here. You notice like you might have bring in your textures and it looks like that, right? It looks like that. And you're like, well, I swear I fixed it correctly. So remember we talked about UDIM, the very first lesson. And what I mean by UDIM, I meant that we're laid out on multiple UDIM tiles. So we need to tell the shader that they belong here. How to facilitate shader? Well, watch this. I'm gonna set that here. How do we tell a shader? Well, texture set here, texture map. You sort of said UV tiling mode. Switch that to UDIM Mari and press generate preview. You see everything looking good now? Great. Great. You see that? Everything for the wood looking good, everything for the metal looking good. Excellent. The very next thing we need to do. The very next thing we need to do is I'm gonna big this up so you can see it. Wood, we don't have any metallics for the wood. The wood doesn't have the metal parts or anything like that. We have separate shaders, so it doesn't have any metal. It doesn't have anything like a gold trim or anything like that. So we're gonna leave this blank. It does have a roughness though. So click on the channel, check a pattern, file, and paste the link. Then we're gonna have wood roughness. This is what the specular roughness where it looks like. Press open. And then you guessed it, we have to change the color space to raw. And click on alpha's luminance. And remember to change this to UDIM tile. Generate preview. See, tile found 3. Okay, cool. Great. And last but not least, go to geometry, click on the bump map here, check a pattern, click on file. You might want to save your scene, so I'm going to press Ctrl S to save. Tangent space normal. Click here. I'm going to paste the link, and I'm going to get wood normal. This is what the wood normal looks like. You see, I really like this handy tool here. It kind of show you a preview what it's going to look like. So that's great. Open. Alpha. Your utility color space to raw. Alpha luminance is checked on. So we're all good now. Cool. All right, great. Okay, well, I think I need to fix something here because something is up here. So maybe I need to go back into the shader here. Hold on. Okay, I need to fix something. 1 second. Yeah, that's generate preview. What about this one? That's fine. Oh, this one I didn't fix the tile, so the tile needs to be Udemy generate preview. So now it's a good thing you could check your stuff. Now everything looks how it's supposed to look. Fantastic. Now I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna click on um create cameras. I'm gonna put shot cam, and I'm gonna click on the two plane split window here. I'm gonna go panel shot cam, turn on the pan, and you can just pick a spot where you want. I'm gonna go to my texture render settings here, the metro shot cam. I want to change this right away to probably like a 2K, just squared. Okay. My Arnold render, make sure Arnold is checked on. Okay, cool. So next thing I want to show you, give me a second. Next thing I want to show you this website called Polyhaven. And basically what I'm going to go here and look for is HDRI. So browse HDRIs, and it helps with lighting if you didn't know. I'm going to pick like an outdoor kind of nature one. Down here. We don't want 4K. 1K is good for us, and we want HDRI, and we're gonna click on download. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna copy this, and obviously I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. Okay. I'm gonna copy this link. I like copying link, because I'm gonna. Yeah. So now we can save our scene. And now we're gonna go to Arnold, Lights, Skydome. And I'm gonna go Control A, click on the checker pattern beside color, file, and then I'm gonna paste, and here is the outdoor look here. I'm gonna select the shader, the lights here, and I want to turn off the thing. Let's put it at 0, camera 0 here. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now we could simply save our scene. I like to save my scene because it could get crashed. And I'm going to render. Now, let's kind of dress back and have a look at our handiwork. I think that looks amazing. Okay, you could choose to now you could select this, and you could rotate the lights if you want. So let's rotate the light. You can rotate the light kind of like, I kind of like how the light was before. Yeah. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. Cool. All right. That is not bad at all. That is not bad. You can put it back. I'm gonna put it back to 0. The rotate Y. This angle, not too bad. looking really good. Yeah, very nice. All of our hard work. In the end, we are very happy about it. I must add that if you want this project file like the FBX for the, I'm not going to give you the subdomain file, but if you want a copy of um the FBX for the coffee grinder, check in the descriptions. Thank you. All right. So in case you want to save out your render, simply go File, Save Image, and I like to just save this called Coffee Grinder render underscore 001 dot png. Save reason why I say 001. Maybe I'm going to save a second or a third video of your first render. I'll save that. So that is done, and very happy about it. And again, remember to check in the description for the project file, the FBX for the coffee grinder, where you can follow along on your home. Check in all the descriptions. And it's been a pleasure, and thank you for joining this. Please leave a comment if this was helpful for you. If this series was helpful, please leave a comment. And take care.